you're seeing this, I'm hearing for you, maybe it's time for you to admit that this path that you are on right now is your true path. I feel like you're on this right path in your life, and I'm hearing this is your true destiny path. I feel like you took like half a step on it. You got rid of everything. You said no to people. You closed up old chapters, but now you're getting cold feet. Cold feet to fully submit. I'm hearing the word submit. Allow yourself to be fully on the path. I'm connecting with someone. I'm hearing the word professional. I'm hearing the word ex-professional. So you can be an ex-professional at something. I mean, you're still professional at that thing, but you are moving on to something else that is beyond profession. I'm hearing there's something for you that, for some of you guys, I'm hearing certification. You want some certification in something, but more than that, you are ready to certify yourself as who you came here to be and allowing yourself to serve the purpose that you came here to serve. I'm connecting with someone who has a lot of energy, and it's been kind of, I'm hearing like boxed, your energy being boxed. So I don't know what that means. Maybe your living situations feels boxed. Maybe you feel like you're not in the right, schooling yet. I'm hearing schooling, so you can be learning something technical, or you can be getting a certificate in whether it's healing, Reiki, Kundalini, awakening, whatever, right? So feeling that there is a path for you, that you know that you're meant to pursue this path. I'm hearing more spiritual, and I'm hearing more impact based. So what impact based actually means is that beyond money, beyond exchange of money. Of course, there might or might not be money going to be exchanged, but I'm hearing your focus is no longer how can I make the most money, or how can I make more money, or how can I support myself. All of these things, of course, can be important for you in the back of your mind, but this path that you're on is how can I be the most joyous? How can I be on the most aligned path? And I'm hearing for you the confirmation that you are already taking one or half step into the waters of what you're meant to be doing. And I'm hearing at this point, when this message hits you, because I'm always channeling through your higher self, your God consciousness, and what you know deeply to be true within, I'm mirroring back to you, reflecting back to you your inmost truth. That you can be getting some fear right now, because now all these 3D things can be coming up, like, oh my gosh, how long am I going to be unemployed for? How long am I going to be in training for? How long is it going to take my, coaching business, my spiritual business, my online business, my Insta page, my YouTube, my whatever, to take off? So I'm hearing there's some, fears, some doubts, some question marks, but I'm also hearing for you, like you're not even fully in. Okay, so no complaining here. It's like you're like, okay, I made my first post, or like, oh, I made 3 posts, and now I'm gonna post and let's see how it goes. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Some of you guys, I'm calling you out. You came here to be fully devoted on this path, and you know it. This is not a hobby, unless it is a hobby, but I feel like it's more than that for you. So you have to surrender to, I want to make this thing my thing. I want to make it happen. And just like anything, right, where you focus your energy, where you direct that energy, that's when things flow and things expand. And the law of attraction becomes more all the way turned on. I just lost my voice for a second. So you can be manifesting some things like you're losing your voice, you're getting sick, or maybe you're making up excuses for not communicating, letting your voice out. Oh, it's a full moon, or I have to do this after my vacation with the family. Okay, not saying that these excuses or reasons are not valid, but I'm hearing for you, again, I'm always channeling through what you know deeply to be true. Maybe the truth that you haven't told nobody, that you're really scared, okay? You're really scared to fully step into this thing. Even if you have gained momentum, you can be getting some posts that done, well. I'm hearing for you, clap, 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 clap. On some social media page, I'm hearing things can be picking up momentum, but, if you see the number goes down again, you're like, oh, is it really for me? Okay, can I really do it? So I'm definitely hearing some panics going on, but I'm here to reassure you that it's just part of the path. And as someone who's been in the game for some time, I can tell you that all of this that you're doing is really a self-development journey, or what I like to call it, self-undevelopment. You let go of everything that is egoic. You let go of the need for validation. You should just show up and help people if that's truly in your heart, right? You share what lights you up, what you know to be true, what you know that is helpful, because once upon a time, you can be that, grasshopper who was searching for these kind of info. So instead of making it about, oh my gosh, maybe my page can reach 1 million subscribers and followers, or whatever the reason is, what if they don't like me? What if they don't give me a like? What if they don't give me hearts, love, share, okay, whatever those buttons are, they're meaningless, okay? Allowing yourself to know that you're here to play the game on this earth of being you, being who you came here to be. And all these metrics can be fun and all, but they don't determine your value. They don't determine your worth. They don't reflect anything about if you are enough or you're not enough. And I have friends in this space who have millions of subscribers and followers, and overnight it just vanished off of the internet, because it was so much that the game that they were playing, they lost themselves along the process. And I don't want that to be you. And I know for me, I'll share this with you, that, along the way, I also felt like, what am I posting for? What am I doing this for? And then I had to take some time to realign and remind myself that this is beyond, this is beyond me. This is a calling. And it's also something that gives me really true joy. So I want you to connect with that joy of sharing what you came here to share, and removing the shame, the guilt, the enoughness. Oh my gosh, is my thing professional enough? Do I look good enough? Am I, whatever, knowledgeable enough? Imposter syndrome, all of that. I want you to be reminded why you came here and why you have been chosen to be seated with the vision that you have been seated. The vision of impact, the vision of helping others, being of service. It's beyond money. It's beyond business. It's beyond you pretending to be someone you're not. The journey itself is about you, like literally you, coming home to your truth, your God consciousness, what you know deeply to be true. A deep inner truth that maybe you have never told anyone, not even yourself. The truth of you remembering that you're a child of God, a child of the divine, the child of the universe. And there's a wealth of inheritance for you. You are going to be taken care of, because you already are being taken care of, but you're just not playing the right avatar, right? It's like, if you think about manifestation, match, okay, yay, boom, manifestation, right? When you are aligned with your true self, everything that is meant for you is going to come through. But when you're trying to I'm going to do it on my own, I'm going to do it for vanity purposes, I'm going to do it to prove a point. Not saying that you won't get the result, because you definitely can, okay? But it's going to feel very empty, because the truth is, it is empty. This world, whether you want to admit it or not, it is meaningless at the truest level. There's no meaning. All these things you want to manifest, is completely, utterly, truly meaningless. Other than what is true in your heart, what is pure in your heart, what you know that is destined for you. And it just comes to you so naturally and effortlessly. So sometimes when you're trying to force it and trying to reach the outcome and the goals, you can definitely get it. But somehow along the way, soon after or long after, it's gonna begin to dissipate like quicksand. If it's not aligned for you, if it's not your true destined path, I promise you. If it's not true for you, it will crumble. Okay? If God didn't build a house, you will labor in vain. Remember that. If you didn't get the vision from your God consciousness, from what you know deeply to be true, from the highest of source, and you're just doing, random things, I'm going to twerk on TikTok, I am going to post these carousels things on Instagram, I'm going to begin to make these, whatever professional looking videos on YouTube. Did God tell you to do that? Or you think you should do that because some guru guy, girl, whatever, saying, oh yeah, you should be logical, you should do it like that. All of these logical whatever things has its value. I'm not crapping on it, but it needs to come secondary. The number one needs to come from your God consciousness and what you know deeply to be true. There's a natural current in your life, the natural flow of the river. You're meant to identify what the flow is, and you're meant to surrender it. And I'm telling you, never in a million years, I thought my purpose would be on YouTube, okay? Growing up as a shy, introverted, very reserved person, I'm still quite, reserved. Truthfully, never was my dream. Never thought about it. Never crossed my mind that I would, want to be on YouTube. Like, no, I just want to be quiet in my corner, right? Hiding, because I was really insecure about my voice and everything. But the thing is, when I was seated the vision, something in me just click, 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 open account, create, post. There's like a natural flow that it feels like almost automatic. Okay? And I want you to tap into that natural flow. And that natural flow can only come in, if you ask me how. What it means is that you don't spend enough time connecting with your God consciousness. What do I mean by that? Meditation, silence, okay? Because in silence, God speaks. In stillness, that's where you hear the voice of God, the voice of truth. And sometimes we think, oh yeah, it's a good idea to just watch all these prediction things. It's a good idea for me to ask for expert advice and, I should do it logically. The thing is, you're moving out of the 3D. May I remind you? You're an awakened soul who is ready to fully anchor yourself in the new earth consciousness. And that's the only reason why you're connecting with this message at all, okay? If there's any part of you that's connecting with what I'm sharing, or my channel, my energy, what it means for you is that you have a higher consciousness, that you know that you're meant to be in a new earth. You're meant to lead, guide, help, heal people, and transition them also into the new earth. And the way of the new earth, the operating system of the new earth is completely different than of the 3D. Okay, so the 3D, you can think of it, the lower 3 chakras. A lot of distortion, a lot of shame and guilt and gluttony and all these excessive indulgence type things. And this one we have to move to the heart chakra to alchemize it. Unless you feel it all, unless you heal it all, you cannot ascend. Okay? And that's why the healing work, the heart chakra opening work is huge on your spiritual awakening journey. Because only when you alchemize that, you can begin to move up. You can begin to find your truth. Okay, that's the throat chakra. You can begin to speak your truth. Finding your authentic voice and not being like a parrot. Okay, repeating whatever you read, You begin to realize this is what I want to talk about. This is what I want to write about. This is what I want to channel about. This is what's important to me. This is what I want to share about. Until you tap into your heart space, you will just do things in vain. Okay? And then when you move up to your third eye, that's when you begin to see more of the visions. You've seen the vision of you being on the beach and you don't even know why you're on the beach. You see the vision of you leading a women's circle and you're like, I don't even know if I want to work with women. These are your sacred visions. Because actually for me, I've gone these sacred visions of what I'm meant to do, and it looked nothing like I would be interested in. And the topic sometimes, when I'm in my God o'clock, that's what I call it, spending time at least an hour to 3 hours in the morning in silence and stillness and hearing the voice of God, And then I'm getting, I journal it down. I get all these messages of like, okay, you're meant to talk about this. You're meant to be known for this. And I'm like, what? What are we talking about? I'm not talking about that. That's no, right? But then months later, even years later, it happened. I started talking about these things. I started channeling about these things. I started getting massive successes and acknowledgement publicly, globally on these things. And all of it was so foreign to me at the time because what does little me know? You know what I'm saying? So maybe right now you're in that transition period. That's why it's very delicate. And that's why you're manifesting this message, because in our world, we're just mirrors of each other's. We are one consciousness, okay? Remembering itself, remember all the members, okay? Together into oneness. And when we move up to the crown chakra, you remember the flow, the flow of consciousness. You allow that to nourish you. You're no longer consuming your head with all these nonsense, low grade, low quality information and content and distractions. You begin to fill yourself up with the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit with the W, meaning your wholeness and completeness. Okay? In your I am consciousness, which is your Christ consciousness, your crystalline code. So when you think about being whole and complete, you know you won't need a lot of outside sources. That's the truth. You won't be relying on people likes and, validation and, all these things that tells you that you're doing a good job. And this is something that this is the question I give to my clients when I coach them on this journey. And I want to give this to you because I think it's a very important question that changes everything. If your book, blog, post, video, whatever, piece of content, business, okay, workshop, if it just changed completely one person's life, just one person, not millions, just one person, would it still be worth it? If you can get one person out of their headspace of feeling trapped, confused, in a very low, hopeless state, and with your healing, with your content, with your words of wisdom, with your love, with your care, with your information and knowledge and wisdom, all of that. If it just changed one person's life, would it still be worth it? And I want you to sit with that. If you're a New Earth guide, leader, healer, co-creator, because that's what we have to operate by, right? Codes of integrity, codes of righteousness, and righteousness is I'm talking about the righteousness in the God energy, in Christ consciousness, in purity. At the end of the day, in the end of your life, you have to sit with all the things that you do, that you did, that you didn't do. So do you want regrets? Do you want to continue walking the path where you know you're only serving your ego? The ego tells you, oh, I'm not a perfect speaker. The ego tells you my equipment is not that fancy. The ego will tell you all these things. But what would your God consciousness say? And I want you to sit with that question. And that's going to change your entire trajectory. I feel like every video I make, I have one word I struggle with. We're all learning here, guys. The energy of you remembering that this is not just about you, okay? You're leaving the 3D, you're moving to the new earth. It's not just about you. There are people, you know it. That's why you do it. Because if someone is willing to share the gift, it means that there are people who are ready to receive the gift. Okay, it has to be equal. The law of this universe, of this world, it needs to be in balance. Everything needs to be in balance. There's left, there's right, there's masculine, there's feminine, there's up, there's down. And if something is out of whack, the whole system is out of whack. And actually it cannot, because it's gonna rebalance itself. So right now, you're on that path right now, taking your baby steps. And sometimes I'm seeing, some step back, some moonwalk situation. Okay, now we're not going back. We're going forward. And we're going to go forward with full passion, full devotion. I want you to tap into that word, devotion. What are you devoted to? What are your values? Because if you don't know what you stand for, then you fall for everything. Okay? So I want to tap into what is it that you stand for? What is it that you value? What are you devoted to? Okay, comments down below, declare it. I want to hear it. I'm curious to know. Let me know down below, like this video. If it's helpful for you in any way, that signals to me that you appreciate our work, our content, our energy. That means so much to me. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe because we have lots of videos here for you, like this one. This is Tina Wong. I love you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.